The Atari Creep YouTube channel is intended for a mature audience. Regardless of the subject matter, this video may contain strong language, simulated violence, and lots of psychological nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, Creepers? Thank you, Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? Guys, before we get to the topic at hand, we are going to discuss this Evil Kenevel and Emoji charades, I think it is, mobile app games being seen in their most recent Amico trailer. And I'm not going to lie, when it was brought to my attention, my fucking heart sunk. Oh my god, was I disappointed. But before we do that, let me address a couple things as quick as I possibly can, then we'll get to it. One, if I'm not quite in frame, my apologies. Again, I dropped my phone. You guys saw that video. I even put the footage in there. And there's a big crack going through the selfie lens. So I have to turn it around and just kind of guess where I'm at. You know, I'm looking at the thing. So hopefully I'm somewhat in frame. I mean, if you even give a shit that my face is there, for all I know, you just listen to the headphones while doing your dishes. So I want to talk about the argument of mobile quality games, okay? And that's fine if that's how you feel about the Amicos specifically, because we are going to be talking about the Amico. I had an individual comment, well, you know, enjoy your mobile quality games that you don't need to buy a piece of hardware for. We had this long conversation, but I honestly think the arguing that they're mobile quality games is fucking lazy, to be honest with you. And I asked him, you know, please, can you try again? Because let's be perfectly honest with each other, okay? With the exception of some real AAA titles, whatever the fuck that means, I know what AAA means. I know what it means. Most games are mobile quality these days. The Switch is nothing but a fuck ton of mobile quality games. That's neither here nor there. That's just a lazy argument. Try again. Do something new. Be creative. Tell me why you really don't like it if you don't like it. I'm fine with people not liking the Amico. That's not going to deter from me enjoying it. Should I enjoy it when I get it? I don't know. For all I know is when I get it, I'm going to think it's the biggest piece of shit and I never touch it. Who knows? Exclusivity. I want to talk about that too. People think Tommy's, well, all the games will be exclusive to the Amico. So, and I'm actually going off my script right here. Yes, I do have somewhat of a script. Because this literally just came. You know what? Let me go grab something real quick. All right. I thought this was pretty common sense, common knowledge. I kind of figured everyone understood this point. This is Night Stalker. Okay, I'm glad I grabbed the right box. This is Night Stalker for the super duper Intellivision entertainment video game systems from 1980. I think it was 80, 78, 79. I don't know. Whenever it came out, this game was awesome, and it still is awesome. But the Intellivision Amico is going to have a port of it. You know that word, a port. It means a different version. It's going to have a version of it that you can't play anywhere else. Most of the games on that trailer were games we've already seen before. So I kind of figured that would be pretty common knowledge that the majority of these games are going to be something we've seen before. We're going to get some new stuff, I would hope. But for the most part, to hook us in, it's titles like this. When I was messaged heavily, I was out walking with my family. We're trying to keep ourselves busy during these trying times of not having to go to work. My heart sunk. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, not because I didn't want to be right, but because I'm thinking to myself, okay, there's some wool being pulled over the creep's eyes. Now I'm going to start getting pissed. So far, I've been championing this thing, and like I've said before, until I see otherwise, or I'm proven otherwise, I'm going to keep championing for something I think is going to be my taste. Saw this, and I'm like, motherfucker. One of the things I like to do, because I'm just a stand-up guy like that, I would rather listen to an explanation. I'd rather reach out and say, explain yourself. What is this fucking nonsense? And if I'm satisfied with the answer, I'm satisfied with it. If I'm not satisfied with it, then we move on. I've tried to do it with Atari a number of times, to be honest with you. So I'm not giving this this luxury, so to speak, this opportunity to just Tommy. Tommy just happens to be accessible, and I think him and his team are better for it. Whereas Atari ducks and covers. And I'm trying to make this a them versus that, but it's hard not to in this case. There's been videos I've wanted to pop off about, waited a day. Notice how a lot of my videos can be a little bit late? It's because I reach out to them and I say, look, before I go out there, I know I don't have much of a subscription base, but still, somebody's going to see it. Would you like to answer for yourself before I go out there? Of course, they never reach out to me. One time they just said, we hope we don't disappoint you. That was their, so I stopped reaching out to them. But I saw this and I messaged Tommy instantly. I was like, Tommy, look, I'm out for a walk with my family. This is what I'm being shown. What did you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself? Tommy then there messages me back. He says, I would love to have a conversation with you about it. So he did one better. He give me your phone number and I'll give you a ringy ding ding. And most certainly Tommy gave me a call. I'm going to try to translate what he said to the best of my abilities. I'm not going to tell you whether I'm satisfied with the answer or not. I just want the information out there. He knows whether I'm satisfied or not. I'm pretty sure most of you will know how I feel after this. This is more so just to get the information out there. You can take it however you want to go with it, okay? We start talking about pleasantries. Hey, how are you? Hey, how you holding up and all this? How's the weather here? How's the weather there? It goes on and on. Tommy then proceeds to start talking at great length. And if you've watched that interview with Tommy, you know once you give him the fucking wheels, he's gonna drive all day long, you know. He starts talking about, you know, this current situation couldn't have come at a worse time, and you know, it's causing some investors to back out, and he's got to jump over this hurdle and jump over this hurdle, and you know, and I can totally understand that. You know, the point is I'm thinking he's skirting around the question. I think he's boo-hooing, oh, woe is Intellivision, and you know, maybe I was gonna we had to skirt a few things in, so we're gonna bend the rules a little and put a couple of mobile games in there and what have you. So then the conversation switched to more personal stuff. Again, not getting an answer. And then as the conversation, you could tell at that point in the conversation what he was like, yeah, okay. I just came right back out with this. I said, so what about Evil Kenevel and this Emoji, these two mobile games? He says, okay. I thought we were going to get a pause and then some snake oil fucking response. Jumped right into it. So we're going to talk more about Evil Kenevel. So it's my understanding that both these games, they're mobile games that you can download right now. Evil Kenevel came out in 2015, where the Emoji Charades came out in 2017. Actually, that sounds fun. I never even heard of that game until now. Emoji Charades sounds fun as fuck. It's stupid. It's a stupid idea. It's a nonsense idea, but it looks fun. Come on. So he started with Evil Kenevel. He says, look, Chris, you gotta understand, I'm in the industry, right? I got a couple of friends, two guys. They develop a game all on their own. They fund it, they get the license for the product, Evil Kenevel, and they boot it all on their own. I think is the word he kept using, boot. If I'm wrong on that, tell me down below. And then you put your app out there, your mobile game, and how many mobile games get thrown up there every fucking day? And you're in this sea of millions, if not millions of games and such. And they're already out so much money. They could only put out so much of the game because they only have so much money to develop and all this stuff. So you get this little game that you can play with a motorcycle and you knock things over. I'm going by what I saw in the trailer. So I walked up to my two buddies, or maybe not walked up, but I spoke to my two buddies and said, hey, how would you like to make the game you actually wanted to make? The full game. So Tommy in there is allowing these developers to make the game that they intended to make. He's going to fund it. He's going to pay for it. So he's got these developers. He's got these independent developers. He's given them the money to create what they initially wanted to create. And then some. So yes, you are going to be getting, in this instance, a game you can download in mobile. But it's my understanding that it's going to be a little bit better in graphics, which, okay, whatever. But there's going to be a lot more content to it. You're not going to get the experience that you get in mobile. Going back to this. Yes, you can play Night Stalker on the Intellivision. You can play it, Dark Caverns on the Atari 2600. but you're not going to be able to play the experience that the Amico is going to give you. And that's where we're going back to exclusivity, okay? So whether you accept that or not, that's up to you. You can tell me down below. But it's going to be a larger game. It's not just going to have motorcycles. Evil Kenevel did more with other vehicles, trucks, rockets. Yeah, fucking rocket. The dude used a rocket. Oh, that's going to be in there, and there's going to be all kinds of different things. So it's going to be a full game versus what they were able to do for the mobile world, I guess. Going on to the Emoji charades. Now, I don't know how he approached them, if it's the same situation, but the gameplay itself is going to be the same situation. Yeah, you can get it on mobile, but there are going to be more, and I want to quote what he said, because I don't know anything about this game. So there's going to be more packs and categories. He mentioned that retro gaming is actually going to be one of the categories. There's also going to be a just kids mode, just for little kids. We're talking like fire truck, so you try to find a flame and then a pickup truck or something like that, you know, stuff like that, something real simple that little kids can get into. So there's going to be a small kids version of it. So yeah, they're going to be games that you can get on mobile, but they're going to be enhanced versions. They're also going to have a lot more content that you can't get anywhere else. No different than, say, Night Stalker here. It's going to be an enhanced version that you can't get anywhere else. So whether you accept that answer or not, I leave that up to you. So last, you know, him and I spoke after that, again, at great length. I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep saying that, but, you know, let me backtrack here. I watched a few videos from, like, Smash JT when he went to hang out with Tom, you know. If I was in California, I probably would have went by his place today, and then we went to Intellivision and all that stuff, but Smash JT said some things after the fact, after he flipped his script as far as how he felt about the Amico. And some of those things were blow your mind and game-changing, meaning for the industry. Now, some of the things Tommy told me after the fact that I promised not to mention, I didn't even write it down. Is it gonna change the whole industry? I don't know. Are they game-changing? Oh, God, yeah. If they go through as planned, mind blown is an accurate description. I just don't know what else to say. I remember watching Smash JT and a few others say that. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. You got to ride the guy's Ferrari. Of course you're going to say that. That's the equivalent of getting a fucking blowjob from a hot redhead. I didn't get any blowjobs or ride any fucking Ferraris, nor did I get buttered up. He just talked to me. He just talked to me. He said, look, this is some of the things we're planning. And it made me think, you know, this idea, we have like this much information. And a little bit more, and a little bit more. And there's going to be a video coming soon. And I can say this because he's already mentioned it in a comment. I believe, and if I'm wrong, please let me know down below, Tommy. I believe it's going to show people playing the fucking thing. He mentioned, you know, certain things about the controller that this is going to, I believe, demonstrate. So, you know, people puke on the controller. There's things about the controller that I was told today that is like, oh, okay, I get it now. Guys, just be patient. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. But be patient, guys. Be cool. Be cool, you know? Try something before you actually throw judgment at something. But I don't know. That's it. That's it. I hope you got this far, because if you did, that means you just learned something. But if fuckery still happens, I'm coming out. I'm coming out with it. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you think. Is this a reasonable explanation? Just wanted to help out a buddy. He's paying for a game to be developed properly in full. Think of it like a musician. You make your home recording, and then a major label comes and says, we want to record you again. And now you're using actual large studio equipment, and your album just sounds so great compared to your Fostech 4 fucking track. Any musicians my age should know what I'm talking about. That Fostech fucking 4-track recorder. Pain in the ass. But guys, go ahead and leave your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all feedback to the Creep is positive, guys. Thank you always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all hanging in there. This sucks for everybody. It really does. But you know what? Help out your neighbors. If you got an elderly person in your neighborhood or something like that, see if they need help. See if they need you to run to the store to pick them up some necessities. Let's all be together in this. This is a fucking nightmare, and hopefully it'll get worked out soon. But I think it's time for a little brotherly love, you know. I think 1967 should come back. I'm not a hippie, but come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now, guys. Until next time, take care. Creep it real.